Everyone, welcome back for another review on some of these sets. Last review was the new Action Drivers helicopter hospital station. I'll have a link at the end of the video too. It's one of the few other videos on the channel so far. We're going to look at the fuel station today, as well as the fire rescue, and then these guys that I picked up recently. So in my other videos I mentioned the older sets up here, like the action system sets, and some of those sets have little figures that come with them. And when I was at, here's the older hospital, and we haven't looked at these yet, but when I was at the store last, I saw these sets which had little figures that looked like they would fit perfectly and perhaps were used in some of the older sets or were old molds released years ago. So I thought those were kind of cool. I picked those up. They're going to be fun to have, I think, when everything starts to get put together, when these sets start to get put together. So, to begin with, this fuel station. So, Matchbox Action Drivers Fuel Station. These are brand new for 2021. It even says it right there. You know, kind of the regular stuff for these sets. This was $12.99. I got it at Target, but I've seen them at Walmart too. It has one car that comes with it, Quester. I don't know what the hell that is, but whatever. Calls out the compatibility with the Hot Wheels sets on there, and then goes over some of the features in the back of it. Just the little action-oriented gas pumps there. It's supposed to, I guess they're supposed to articulate a bit there, which is kind of cool, and some other action, sunroof action there, some ATM action. Okay, so here we are with another finished set. This one's pretty neat, actually. I like this one more than the hospital, I think, the helicopter one. The truck is cooler. So the truck, first of all, has this little tonneau cover thing that opens up, kind of neat there. And then the fuel prices, you know, that must have been a difficult thing to just guess on. They're pretty realistic, maybe a little low for today, but that means in a few years, hopefully it'll still look normal. And then here, you've got this little detail on the gas pump. It's really good. I'll try to zoom in and show that. So the octane rating and everything on there. You've got diesel on there, 84, 96, and 100. That's, you know, not actually what regular Plus and Premium are. I did a little research to see if that is the normal in some other countries. It doesn't seem to be, so it's just an error on there. It's not a big deal. But how these pumps come down is really neat, and that little rotator there, that sticker I did not put on, but it's a little disappointing. It's like that. It's not a big deal though. Most of the pumps do this. You'll see this one over here does it as well. Nice little feature. On the flip side here, you have a diesel only pump, which does not do it. The arm still articulates, but it doesn't have the spring-loaded weight activated piece there. But this one still has it on this side too. A little waste and recycling bins there. Again, nice detail on these, like on the top here. Again, like HVAC stuff. The back door to the convenience store. The meter and that is on there. Pretty neat. Again, like detail on the plastic here. Little burnout marks there. They're kind of cool, little crack in the pavement. And then behind, it's difficult to see here, but behind the prices, there's a neat little air and EV charging station. So that's pretty neat. I was kind of wondering if there'd be any EV stuff, considering there's more and more EV cars on the road, and I have a good few electric Matchbox cars now, like some Nissan Leafs and some Teslas, so that's pretty cool. And then inside the station, you've got a pretty cool detail there. And what opens it is that activator on the ATM there. So that opens that door. It feels substantial. It's actually a really solid, it has a heavy spring in it, which is really, it's just nice. It feels like a nice built kit. I can't believe these things are $12.99. That's a pretty good value. And then inside you see your little selection of cleaners and oils and things like that, car air fresheners. There's some bottles that are definitely trying to look like Castrol GTX in there. Some little kind of trinkets. And then the top of the whole thing says Matchbox. So that's pretty neat. I hope they keep making these sets. So from there I want to move on to the fire station here. This is definitely the biggest one. It's the whole $7 more than the other two. It says it has lights and sounds. I actually never even touched that. I didn't even know it made sounds when I bought it. I just grabbed it, but it says lights and sounds right there. Try me. Again, part of this 3-part, series. Maybe there'll be more as we move later this year. Move on into 2021. This one has a lot going on, it looks like. Before I get going on this thing, I did find one more thing that was kind of interesting or funny. There's a warning on here. This toy produces flashes that may trigger epilepsy and sensitize individuals. Great. And a warning of the coin cell battery, so don't eat those suckers. You don't have a problem. So this one has a lot more pieces than the previous ones, actually. It looks like there might actually be some real road pieces with it. The packaging was a lot more difficult to get open. So we'll get this thing together. After getting it all together, it has a lot of stuff going on here. So first of all, you have the see-through, the fire department itself. I'll spare you the sounds right now. We'll get to those a little later. So you have a nice piece of road in front of it that'll hook in a couple different ways to other road pieces that people might have, other sets that'll click in there. So it has a lot of connectivity. It has more back here too. That would just go into that wall, but this one would actually go through. So you've got the little boom here to raise and lower for things to get inside there. I guess this is like the parking lot. You have a little, like a tank filler, like a main hose around here. You've got little air stand, that guy there, that's pretty cool. A hose, again, like these little details, like a hose rolled up on the ground there. Matchbox there. This fire training tower. So on the training tower you have, well, first of all you have these little operated, weight operated things to get in, and it closes. And that little sticker there, no people, caution on it. So you've probably seen these before. A training tower, concrete building that they light on fire and do drills in or whatever. So if you drive the vehicle out of it, it drops that down. That's pretty cool. Then over here you've got, oh, that's hard to see there, exercise equipment. So some training stuff going on in there. This one's more difficult to see. This is just kind of like a main operations hub type thing there. As we go up the tower, that says Matchbox there. Then in the back here, we have equipment. So you have fire uniforms there, and then the bays. So in the bays, you have these weighted you know, 1 and 2 bay, a parking spot there. So you could put another fire truck in there. This one doesn't fit, the one that came with it, but like this one from the other garage fits totally fine. It's not a big deal at all. And you could see it from the street. But then, if you roll out, if you hit that trap door, and this is spring loaded, you actually have to, it pops up with some force. And then like you saw before, if you just tap that, it'll make more noises. We'll spare you that right now too. So that's the video of these sets. Thanks for watching. The next thing will be this Thank You Heroes gift box that came out earlier. Well, I got it in December, but I ordered it way back in May, I believe. It was to go to charity for like COVID-19 relief stuff. So I thought we'd take a look at that. Yeah, these two sets are pretty cool. I linked them together there, and I'll try to get that hospital connected to them, the helicopter one. Until then, see ya.